All right, here's the patch panel that they put in this thing. It was riveted. And use this air chisel to get it out of there. And this is what they covered. So obviously it's in bad shape. I've got it cut here, then over, and then up, and then over. So I got to finish that little bit of cutting there, and I think I'm going to have to clean the underside so I can see where the spot welds are to try to get those out of there without having to chisel it, but I may end up chiseling it. We'll see. All right, back at it again. This is episode 10, and today is April 16th. Doing the floor in the front now, and I think I'm gonna have to do this in 2 stages because of this right here. That's actually a support that runs across in the horizontal direction to the Jeep, and I don't want to cut down into that for sure. What I'm gonna end up doing, I think, is coming from here. Get this out of the way. End up coming from over here, and then to there, down, and then maybe right along this curve here, because I've got that in the panel back there. It can overlap a little bit actually, and that keeps me from getting into this under here. And then I think what I'm going to have to do is carefully cut up here and then over, and I'll have to replace that as a separate piece, I think. So anyway, wanted to show you this tool here. I got this this braided wire wheel thing in a kit with some other, like 3 or 4 other similar type of attachments for $10 at Harbor Freight. And I'll tell you what, man, this thing took off that rubberized coating and paint and everything like nobody's business. I mean, I was down, I got all of that done right there, including up into here, in about certainly less than 10 minutes. I mean, it's done. I would have completely annihilated that flapper disc. That's better for just paint removal, in my opinion, rust, and some other things. But this thing, man, what a workhorse. So anyway, Harbor Freight has a lot of cool stuff for cheap. So yeah, I'm gonna get started with this. I think I'm gonna, like I said, cut there, down there, and I might come up to here actually, because that will give me a little bit of wrap. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to remove this A-pillar in order to get, once I've got that cut, I'll probably have to cut this to get under it, get the floor out of there. All right, here we go. All right, that thing about whipped me. That was the hardest thing I've cut out so far. This is what was in there. That's the original floor. That's the piece that they had riveted over a section of the floor. You can see some of the rivets there. And this is the hole that I have to try to fill. So I'll have to do some rust treatment on these things for sure. This is I'll need to flap this down and do some fiberglass on that. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna have to grind that portion of the floor away right here, because I did not see any spot welds in there. I'm sure they're there somewhere, but I didn't see them, so I'm gonna have to grind that back so the other floor, the flange, will fit in there, and I can weld it in. So, all right, next phase. All right, so I cleaned all the rust, all the loose rust off of these braces here, and sprayed a rust reformer on there. And it goes on clear, but once it's done the transformation, it turns it black. So theoretically, according to the manufacturer of that stuff, that piece should never rust again. So, all right, so now I'm gonna stop for now, kind of clean up, and the next thing I'll be doing, maybe a little bit of work tomorrow, maybe not, it's Easter, is grinding that back, kind of cleaning that up, and cutting my piece out. And I'm debating whether or not I want to, instead of fiberglassing this like I thought I was gonna do, I'm gonna flap this down and take a closer look at it. But I may end up cutting this about right here, up to about there, come over, and somewhere in here. Yeah, because it's not in real good shape. I mean, it could be fiberglassed, but I may just cut it right there. Come right up underneath Jeep or Jupe, and come across here and down and put in a fresh piece. But because that wouldn't be that hard to do. This is actually cracking out here. Might need to come over further. Might need to come clear over here. Straight line. Yeah. Be a big piece, fairly large piece that I'd be replacing. I'll just have to look at it when I clean that off. So anyway, that's all for today. Carter, did you get anything done?
No.
We'll work a little bit on it tomorrow, I guess.
I'm gonna finish this door.
You're gonna finish that door?
Maybe.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that much left to do, right?
Not really.
Because if you can get that done, then I could have you doing some of the removal of this nasty floor stuff. Not the whole thing, though. I don't think. Just in key areas, you know. I don't know. What do you think? You think we ought to? Of course, a lot of it's being replaced just by putting in the panels, but I don't know that I want to go clear up into here and do all that. I think
I'd leave that alone, but do like the base, you know?
Yeah, the base, because that's going to be repair areas anyway. What about back here? I think we should redo that floor there. These are going to be painted.
Yeah.
Or no, this is going to be black also.
I think we should do that too.
Because that's pretty nasty, huh? Okay, well, you saw how quickly that thing works. I'll let you handle those duties. How's that sound?
All right.
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.